What's happening, people? I hope you're all well. So, this weekend, we have Jarrell Miller versus Martin Bakole. And this fight has really come as a surprise to me because, with regards to Jared Anderson, now I'm not saying he can't win the fight, I think he can win the fight. But with regards to his development as a heavyweight, I'm really surprised that they put him in there with Martin Bakole this early on. I'm really surprised they put him in with Martin Bakole this early on in his career. And the reason being is because Jared Anderson really is in the development stages of his career, in my opinion. You know, he started off facing the journeyman, as all fighters do, all prospects do. They start off fighting the journeyman. And then he went on to step up a little bit. He fought the likes of Jerry Forrest and George Harris, which, he impressed in those fights. But then he stepped up to Charles Martin, and Charles Martin really gave him a run for his money. Now, if that fight was 12 rounds long, that really could have ended badly for Jared Anderson. So they actually stepped the level down a bit. I believe they went to Rudenko after that. And then after Rudenko, they fought Riyadh, I believe his name is. I forgot his name now, but the guy who beat Tony Yoka, they put him in with him, and he went ultra defensive in that fight. And then after that, they're now going to Martin Bakole. So it's a very strange story for Jared Anderson, but at the end of the day, Jared Anderson, perhaps they're cashing him out because there has been talk of him wanting to retire in his mid to late 20s. So maybe his handlers are looking to say, well, we need to speed up with this guy and he's either going to sink or swim. But Martin Bakole is a really tough assignment. Martin Bakole, on the other side of the play, he lost to Michael Hunter some time ago in a stoppage defeat where he actually wanted to quit in the fight, but his coach made him carry on. But since then, he's actually gone from strength to strength, beating Marius Wack when Marius Wack had more to offer in Poland. Not only that, but also getting wins over Sergei Kuzman, getting wins over, who else has he beat? Carlos Takam in better fashion than anyone's ever done it. And Tony Yoka, of course. So Martin Bakole has shown himself to do more than I ever thought he was going to do. So with regards to this fight right here, I think this fight's a real pick'em, a real 50-50. You got the prospect coming up against the guy who is a contender, a strong contender. Honestly, there's so much that this could go either way. Martin Bakole, he doesn't put his full power into every punch, but he does put his punches together and they all seem to have power in them. It seems like he's just a naturally heavy-handed guy. Also, I think there is some physical strength there, but I do believe that Martin Bakole may, if pushed on the back foot, have some trouble here. And the reason I say that is because when Michael Hunter was able to use speed and get on that front foot, he really did take a lot away from what Martin Bakole does. So if Jared Anderson's able to do that, then I suspect that Jared Anderson will have some success in this fight. So with regards to Jared Anderson, I think that Jared Anderson in this fight, he really needs to get on that front foot. He really needs to command the fight and he really needs to be sharp. If he's sharp and he can beat Martin Bakole to the punch, I think that will very much favour him with regards to his chances of winning the fight. If you were to put a gun to my head, I really, really don't know. I'm not trying to be lukewarm here. I really, really don't know. So I think that Jared Anderson is the more talented fighter. I think Jared Anderson has the biggest ceiling potentially. But I also think styles make fights. And if Jared Anderson can't hurt Martin Bakole, if Jared Anderson can't get Martin Bakole's respect, then I think that this could be a really tough assignment for Jared Anderson. Honestly, I feel like I would say Jared Anderson is a slight favourite, just because of the talent gap, just because Jared Anderson, I think he's that little bit sharper. But this is, if Martin Bakole was to win this fight based on physical strength and based on testing Jared Anderson's chin, which he has been hurt in fights. He has been hurt. We at least got hurt against Charles Martin. If he can hurt Jared Anderson, if he can push Jared Anderson back, if he can make Jared Anderson work, I wouldn't be the slightest bit surprised if Martin Bakole got his hand raised in this fight. Anyway, let me know what you think. Who do you think is going to win this fight? Let me know. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Hit the notification bell so you get a notification when I make a new video. If you appreciate my work and want to leave a donation, there's a link for that in the description. And with that, enjoy the rest of your day. See you on the next one.